Chapter 6 Season 2 looks to be continuing the gold standard, and Epic has hit another release out of the park. However, I think I'm speaking for everyone when I ask what the heck happened to the Kong vs Godzilla event. Epic thinks they're sly, thinking we didn't notice that we got some random little fight between these two random skins that had absolutely no impact on the map or story. Nonetheless, this season is still a major W, which in itself is a major sign of relief. As in the past, whenever we had a groundbreaking season, the following one usually was a bit of a letdown in comparison, and that's completely normal for any organization or person. Anytime you sprint, you gotta slow down afterwards. So it is really cool to see Epic continue the momentum into this season. For those people that live to see the map changes between seasons, you're not gonna be blown away, nor are you gonna be disappointed. The new gold biome is gorgeous, with gold going around the map, with the Golden Wolf, the 3 new POIs and Shiny Shafts, Crime City and Outlaw Oasis. They're beautiful. Drink your water. And while you don't see massive changes to the full map, and there's no doubt we like to see Crime City be a little bit bigger, they put a lot of emphasis on smaller hideouts, POIs, and vaults all around the map. It seems almost every single POI has a vault, which is a relief. A huge flaw in the way they utilized the map in Chapter 5 was putting the mythics and power weapons all in seemingly the same area of the map, which would then make quite literally the entire rest of the map useless and boring. You can land anywhere on the map now and have a real opportunity to get great loot, especially if you utilize those black markets, which we'll get to later in the video. The new loot pool is potentially one of the best we've had in a long time, which is saying something considering how good Fortnite was last season. But this is really it. The new Falcon Eye Sniper is a remix of the Reaper, but with the ability to zoom in now, which if I'm correct is the first time we've oddly enough ever gotten this feature. And just to be warned, the drop off on this sniper is actually insane. It's going to take you a few games before you give in to the fact that you have to aim 6 miles above their head for it to connect. But at the same time, this is balanced out by the Mammoth being unvaulted or really transferred from Reload. For those of us who are crying about leaving Reload, we can breathe now. The Mammoth really is one of the best weapons we've ever gotten. For many of us, this is going to be peak Fortnite. Hit that subscription button and turn on notifications. The new Plasma Burst Rifle feels like the first time we've gotten something genuinely new and innovative when it comes to a weapon in a while. I'm still figuring this thing out, but against vehicles, this thing is an absolute menace. It's also potentially the most satisfying weapon to shoot. Could you imagine if we were still getting some Godzilla or King Kong event in the future and we saw the entire lobby of 100 people shoot these things towards the sky at the same time? That would be insane. But if I'm being honest, it does seem a little similar to the goo gun we got a while back, which is probably one of the most memorable weapons we've gotten, so this is a good thing. Now, as always, at the start of the season, we're hearing a lot of chatter about how there just isn't enough movement. But to be honest, in a game where there are cars everywhere, I don't really want to hear it. Editor's note before you guys go after me, yes, I know there are no cars in competitive. And yes, I do agree they have to add another element of movement. I wrote my script before I recognized that, and when I was editing this video, I knew I had to say something because people would be like, you don't even know Fortnite, bro. The movement this season is focused around the Sub-Zero mythic and the electric bat called the Kneecapper, which are both extremely addicting to use.
Charge smash.
Both are more than capable of helping you cover long distances in short times, and if you're one of those people who loves movement for how it changes the dynamics of fights, these are going to be perfect. Unfortunately, a lot of controllers and keyboards are going to be broken this season because this Kneecapper is the Typhoon Sword on steroids. However, once someone comes in your box with this thing, it's over.
What?
But I'm gonna be honest, charging this thing up and knocking someone a mile backwards, eliminating them, and then doing this emote that's connected with it is something I highly recommend you try. When it comes to the gold theme of the season, I think they did a really good job of making it feel like gold was as valuable as they were making it out to be. We all know a handful of people who always have 5,000 gold because they just never spend it. They don't see a point to it. But if you use these black markets correctly, they'll be absolutely game changing. You can land here and get a full stack of near perfect weapons, and you'll be out on the lobby within a minute of landing. Random tip, NPCs are now 800 gold to hire, but they have most definitely increased their IQ.
What is she doing? She broken.
Well, never mind. They're just, I guess inflation has officially reached the Fortnite island. Fortnite has this really unique opportunity this season to give us their version of raids like you might see in World of Warcraft or Destiny. Imagine if once a week there were limited edition items that Fortnite put in the game that players had to work together to complete a heist on. I think that would genuinely add an element to this game that would make it so much different than any other season, but also the reality of that happening probably isn't too high as the season's already out, but if you really think about what that would bring to the table, I genuinely think that would be a great idea. We're still yet to really get a season that requires players to really work as a team. However, if this season's anything like last, who knows what we have in store, because last season we got all new things around every corner. Overall, this season really is a W, and I'm glad to see them continue the momentum as I said from the previous season. The season isn't quite as groundbreaking as season 1, but we knew this was coming. There really isn't any element that really lets me down, and there's a few elements that actually get me really excited. Overall, I've got to give this season an A-. 8.5, and I'm really excited to see what they keep adding throughout this season. What are your thoughts? What do you rate this season? What do you like about it? What do you hate? Is it a W? Is it an L? Let me know in the comments. We've gotten a lot of questions about whether or not I stream, and the answer is yes. Make sure to join the Discord down below so you can know whenever I'm streaming.
Holy cow, it's a box fight. That's his girlfriend. Because it was just him. And then after like a long time, it felt like he finally found her. She's new, actually. Oh, we have crowns.
Do me a huge favor and hit that subscription button. We're trying to get monetized. My dog and I. And if you enjoyed this video, think about watching either of these videos that's on the screen. Go out there and do something great.